performers from the Central Coast Regal Chinese Dance Group, a division of the Central Coast Australian Chinese Business Association, and all dances are choreographed by Shelley Griesberg. The first of their performance, Shelley and Mandy performing a long sleeve dance. The long sleeve dance is an old Chinese folk dance accompanied by singing, which was very popular in ancient times. According to historical records, imperial ladies of the Han dynasty would perform this dance on the 15th of the 10th month of the lunar calendar. In the Tang dynasty, the dance became popular among the people, and grand galas would be held on the Lantern Festival by the Imperial Court, having a great time with people together. Please put your hands together for our Chinese performers. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, Shelley and Mandy. Now, the next of our performances is young 11-year-old Shannon performing the legend of Qigong dance. Qigong was a legendary monk with a magic fan in the Chan sect of the southern Song dynasty over 800 years ago in China. He was often referred to as the lunatic monk, owing to his lunatic-like acts and for being drunk most of the time. Sounds like council. He was famous for defending people against injustice, rewarding virtue and punishing vice, as well as his almsgiving to the poor. Since the Ming and Qing dynasties, the legend of Zhigong spread across China as a widely known folktale. So put your hands together for 11-year-old Shannon. Oh yes, that's 11-year-old Shannon. Yeah, very nice indeed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Shannon's going to perform a classic children's song and dance, The Bird and the Snail. It's the story about a snail crawling up a grapevine. Two birds are watching the snail and are laughing. They say to the snail that it is too soon, as there are no grapes as yet to eat. To this, the snail replies, by the time I get there, the grapes will be ripe to eat. So, ladies and gentlemen, continuing with our great cultural presentation, our performers from the Central Coast Regal Chinese Dance Group, which of course is a division of the Central Coast Australian Chinese Business Association, please put your hands together as we welcome back to the stage Shannon.
上爬，阿树阿上两只黄鹂鸟，阿西阿西哈哈在笑它。葡萄成熟还早得很呀，现在上来干什么？阿欢阿欢，梨儿不要笑，等我爬上它就成熟了。刚发芽，蜗牛背着那重重的壳呀，一步一步地往上爬。阿树阿上两只黄鹂鸟，阿西阿西哈哈在笑它。葡萄成熟还早得很呀，现在上来干什么？阿欢阿欢，梨儿不要
character, this young man, isn't he? I was just saying, we don't often get to see this side of Chinese humour, and it's fantastic. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the last of our great performances, we bring back Shelley and Mandy, and they're going to be performing the Happy Meow Girls Basket Dance. Now, people are one of 56 minority people in China. They mainly dwell in the mountain country, and they're well known for their beauty, colourful costumes with pure silver accessories and beautiful dancing, which is just what we're going to get today. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, would you put your hands together for Shelley and Mandy. Absolutely beautiful. Please put your hands together for Shelley and Mandy from the Central Coast Regal Chinese Dance Group. Shelley, of course, has choreographed all of those numbers, and that was absolutely delightful. Beautiful.